What's up, guys? Let's continue. Straight to bed goes Mona's a cuck.
Hey!
Yeah, it's not looking good, by the way, for pace. For the confidants. Ain't looking too hot. Okay, we should have some people unlocked who want to do stuff now. Or not. Okay, I guess not. This is good though. Gives me time to go to Akihabara for the arcade. To speak to... Oh my god, is that Jack Frost?
Hey!
Yeah, suck at games. What does that mean? What an asshole. I don't actually remember how to identify this guy. "40 years old without a job." I don't get how these... I don't get how you survive as a NEET. I just don't get it. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot though. Whatever. I'll have time to do that later, hopefully. What should we do today then? Meiji Shrine? Is there anyone even to upgrade? I don't think there is. What do people do today? Job, studied, read, did laundry. Okay. I think we'll, let's do that job again. Convenience store job. There's actually a reason I'm doing this.
Whoa! Well...
What?
Good work!
What do you mean pay a little lower? I could handle that.
Hey! Wanna head back?
23 bucks? What? Hour and a half pay? What the fuck? You're not allowed to do that. You can't charge based on performance.
Ah, you're back.
It's not a fucking contractor. God damn. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Let's call Kawakami. No.
Oh!
Listen,
Hey!
Where have you been searching all along,
thanks.
you're facing twilight alone without a clue.
Hey there.
Isn't that convenient? I wonder who had something to do with that.
Well, thank you for using our service.
Deep connection.
All right.
So,
Oh, of course, of course.
What?
What, did I fuck that up?
Well,
Wait, what? No. No, I didn't fuck that up, did I? Oh shit. One sec.
do you know the answer?
Did I fuck this up?
Hey!
Yes.
No way, come on. Oh, okay, good, I did the right one. Okay, okay. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Someone wants to hang out with me. Who could that be? Huh? We're going to Mementos for one thing. What nonsense, Haru. Absolute nonsense. God, these stat checks are killing me though. They're killing me. It's too much. It's too much. I guess we could... Ah, I know, batting cages. Well, let's check what's available in terms of movies. Mission Impossible. Oh my god. Proficiency 2, sure. I've actually seen every single Mission Impossible movie. Can't believe I said that, but I have. I don't know, I find them good.
Good morning, Mr. Stunt. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Mr.
You must
Stunt?
infiltrate your own home without a proper key. Find the key and enter within 90 minutes, or forfeit ownership of all your possessions in your room. Good luck.
Okay, calm down. They won't see me if I climb over the outer wall.
Good, that one is too good. I'll admit, that was fucking funny. Greetings, Mr. Stunt.
Ah, you're back.
Hello, honey.
Good evening.
It says the same thing every time. Oh no, it doesn't. Ooh, we can do Kawakami again. We will. Of course we will.
Oh,
So,
what do you want to do?
yeah. It feels weird being here dressed in a normal outfit.
Mission Impossible for lunch, and then Maid for dinner.
Well, I'm completely done with that part-time job. Oh, and my students. I've been giving them all a lot of advice. So, about that talk we had? You know, about whether or not we should date? I'm sorry. I feel the same way. I was so happy when you shared your feelings the other day. I finally realized how I felt, but I'm I'm a teacher, and you're my student. You're in a tricky situation as it is. If we get caught, suspension would be just the beginning. I'm restraining myself because you're so special to me. Where does that confidence come from? Ah! Why are you so okay with this? Now I feel dumb for trying to back away. I had every intention of saying goodbye to you. Oh, fine. Why would you like a woman like me? You're a high school student with strange tastes. Or is that the sort of thing a member of the Phantom Thieves is into? That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way too good for me. And you're the only one who knew about my situation. I haven't lived this long without learning a thing or two, you know. Don't worry, I have no intention of telling anyone. There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end, they help people like me, right? That's so you. I just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better. I'll support you 100%. You're not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students. Right? For my students and for you.
Oh god.
Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of temperance.
This is where the game starts to get emotional.
All right. All right.
Special massage.
Life really is a roller coaster, isn't it? I went from being a teacher to being a maid to dating a high school student. So, as someone who went from being my master to my boyfriend, do you have any requests for me?
I'm assuming you brought the maid outfit.
I'll obey them, you know, even though I'm no longer a maid. Don't be so conceited. You're younger, so you should rely on me. Here, by all means. Looks are so deceiving. I thought you were one of those shy guys who didn't pursue women. Can I stay with you a little bit longer today?
Oh yeah, Phantom Thieves. Sometimes lose track of that shit. Oh yeah, that Phantom Thief thing. That silly business. Oh, we actually have enough proficiency to do the Yusuke thing now. Good. Good, good, good.
By the way. Thank you.
I completely forgot about this stat check. I have no idea why.
Oh. Let us be off. I see. could this be?
Yusuke is probably the hardest social link to interact with. I don't know what to say to him.
This is a problem. Yes. Oh. Yes.
Very interesting. Yusuke seems like daddy's boy.
I'm in your debt.
Definitely a daddy's boy.
All right. Shall we return home? See you.
Ah, you're back.
Indeed I am, Sojiro. I am always back. It's kind of funny that Yoshida hangs around so long. I don't know why I find that funny. But even after you complete his confidant, he just sits there and keeps giving speeches.
Oh, thank you.
Searching all along.
Oh, it's Halloween. See the Halloween decorations? I barely saw them.
Here we go. What? Oh,
Creepy. Culty.
thank you.
That one is so bad.
All right.
Like, that one is so useless. You just look it up online.
Oh. Goodbye.
Magazine? What is that, fucking 2005? I mean, the only magazines I used to read when I was a kid was PC Gamer. I remember that. Good times, good times.
Hey.
Good times indeed. Seems like... it doesn't look like anyone wants to do anything today. I see. Well, might as well see Yusuke then. Can we take Yusuke anywhere? Or is it just Ino? What is Ino? I want to check anyway. Where is that thing? Oh no, many places. Oh shit, beautiful.
By the way. Well, yes.
Let's go to, maybe Ikebukuro. No, Meiji Shrine maybe? I haven't been back to Ikebukuro in a while. No, but Meiji Shrine, you can only do this on sunny days, and it's sunny today.
Let us head off.
Go to Ikebukuro later.
Oh. By the way.
Sure they will. Hamaya. Hamaya.
Oh.
10 yen coin. Wait, what? 10-cent coin?
Ah, you're back.
Oh, we still have some time, huh? Nice. I'll take it. Okay, let's go see what this Hamaya looks like. I also need to, feed the plants.
All right.
Let's stick that Hamaya somewhere. What even is a Hamaya? Oh, yeah. That's nice. Nice. This looks so good in here. Oh, I can't have the Choco Fountain and the statue out. Oh, what a shame. Okay, we already have something out for Yusuke, so we'll switch out the Choco Fountain. Oh, but we already have something from On too, the poster. Yeah, whatever. Too much thinking. Yeah, it looks like oh yeah today. Oh yeah.
Hey! Come on, sit! Sit!
Come on. I'm glad I don't have to go to that mental hospital. very happy.
All right.
Come on, give me that level 5 charm. It takes so long.
Well then.
Disgusting.
Okay. Oh?
Tardy Yusuke. How tardy. Oh god.
I just remembered.
You.
Hey, obviously.
This is it.
Yes.
Kiki sounds aggressive. I don't know why. It sounds sharp. Yeah, exactly.
Nice going.
What as if she doesn't want help? Don't touch her flowers. I can't imagine On and Yusuke being exactly green thumbs.
So you're the one who grew these, senpai? You can just call me Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some, how do I put it? Aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it. Why don't we plant you, Mona? Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You'd better photosynthesize while you're here. Well, let's get started.
Damn, Mona.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
That's not gonna make a difference.
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party? Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top of that?
I must agree. It would be not only a celebration, but a welcoming as well. I'd like to do something among ourselves.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru. Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough. How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it? Well then, how about a night party at Destinyland?
By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams?
It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
I did, but
Hold on, I'll go check.
Oh, okay.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
The heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks like it will work. You're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park? Even just for one night, the price is insane.
Probably $1 million.
Oh, that won't be a problem. We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal. We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
Wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
In that case, let's do this. We'll just celebrate twice as hard today.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all. Well, let's get back to it.
So, seriously, how much does it cost? For real?
How much is it? I want to know now. Rent out a park for a month? I'd probably say $1 million, right?
That was delicious.
Because you'd have to take the park revenue for the day and probably like a 1.3 times multiplier or something to make up for the fact that no one else gets to experience it.
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh? I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view. The VIP life is incredible! Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
There really is no one else here.
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well?
That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you. That's the kind of stuff couples say, right? Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this. Lady On, this view is not as beautiful as...
Come on, you guys are getting way too excited about this stuff.
You say that like you're not tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
I did not.
You said something like that.
That's a good way of putting it. I wonder if that has to do with where we are.
My, this is so heartwarming.
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well, but given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Oh, now this is a bummer. Trip ruined.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far. It's freaking amazing!
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it. Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means. This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
See you
You're
later.
getting and that party will be for me. Still, how do I put this? I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly? It's actually a bit frightening. You worry too much. I must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
Oh, perfect timing!
Father.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here. Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation. And how my corporation acted as a whole to cover up every facet of this scandal. For all of this, I wholeheartedly apologize.
So are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Yes, I am solely responsible.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness. Furthermore, these happen to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking to expand abroad. Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that. I have a critical piece of information to announce here today.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdowns.
I...
Okumura-san?
Some Left 4 Dead shit.
Huh? Father? Why did he collapse? That didn't look right at all. Don't tell me.
Mona-chan, what's going on? No, that's impossible. You're right. We followed all the same steps. We made sure we just took the treasure, too. I should call home.
This isn't our fault, is it? It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida.
If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right? That's how it should work.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
What's wrong?
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
I have to go. I'll talk to the staff before I leave. Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh?
I'll get in contact with Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
The Phantom Failures.
It's been a while. What are you watching? That's...
This is just a hypothesis, but perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
Are you implying that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employer, and to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I hate to bring this up, but I'm actually here about that.
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but someone else.
How do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it takes. By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
That's quite out of the blue.
There were traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up, but I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
And that's why you suspect me? Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sae-san.
I apologize.
So...
But then, who stole my data?
That's a no, or...?
I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
I always thought that Okumura thing was way too telegraphed. Like, oh, nothing will go wrong. Oh, nothing will go wrong.
Ah.
Do. Well, that went terribly. That went pretty fucking bad.
On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed. Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened. Who knows? However, don't you sense it? The malicious will of another? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
Level 9, baby.
We shall meet again.
Time's up, inmate. Hurry up and return to your world.
Wing.
Is that true?
It wasn't a heart attack. People don't bleed through their eyes when they have a heart attack. Fucking stupid.
Listen this time, okay?
Free time is over, baby. Not gonna have much free time for a while.
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I see.
We're hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking? Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
The principal? No one told me about that.
Is that a home? Or an apartment with a outside balcony the size of a backyard?
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life. And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another. You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse. Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked.
Wait, how long has this episode been going on for?
You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
Okay, no, never mind.
Simple enough. There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type. But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... What's the matter? Is it a side effect? What in the world did the police inject into you? Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused. Don't scare me like that. If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable. Well then, let's move on. At last we arrive at your most recent crime. You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target, the one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima, myself. Now, explain everything to me.
Yes. To go from Okumura to Sae's palace, so good. So good. I look forward to this. It's probably my, yeah, I would say it's my favorite palace in the game. Second favorites, if we're talking about Royal. But yeah, seems like a good time to end this, so thanks for watching, guys.